before to cut everybody off like that.
I don't think I'll fight. That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a show.
She aged like cheese.
You got
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.
What's happening? What's going on? What's good? What's really good? How y'all feeling? What's good?
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Assalamualaikum, brother.
I thought I was. I said tired, bro, but I thought I was off.
Wait 1 second. What'd you say, bro?
I said assalamualaikum, brother.
I don't think that's how it goes.
I don't
I don't think that's what they said. But
I know
okay.
I know what you
What up,
saying.
y'all? What up, Chris? What up, JJ?
What's happening, Chrissy? What's up, JJ?
I don't think that's how they go, bro. But okay.
I mean, like
Yes,
you like
yes.
on the right path.
Outside. That's what
Huh?
I'm saying on the south side, bro.
Okay, yeah.
But brother, I'm
You
from
know
the south side.
I mean, that's how y'all say it in Florida. Okay, I got
West
it.
Coast.
Excuse me, no, it's West Coast. I'm sorry.
You from the West?
How you say it again?
Like in Cali.
No,
You know,
West.
you got. Hey, don't worry about it.
again?
Don't worry about it. So, Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Whew. Also, happy Black History Month, everybody. This is the month that we celebrate. Well, it's a special focus on Black history, and nothing's gonna stop that because we can do it whenever we want to.
Right.
In the words of a man, you gotta have mentors to be here. So we got mentors.
True.
Yeah, so take this time to educate yourself on other political leaders in Black history, other things that happen in Black history. There's so much more than what you were just taught in school. So please take the time to educate yourself. This weekend we have Super Bowl weekend where we have 1.5 Black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
I mean, there's some truth to that. That is technically 1.5, so yeah, there's some truth to that.
I mean,
it's the truth. It's the truth. So there's some truth to that. So hey, okay.
I mean, but that is something to celebrate. It is like the second time in 3 years now.
I think he picked what team he wanted to be on.
I mean, I agree. I don't feel like
I'm just saying.
I feel like he plays both sides of the fence.
DNA. Forget DNA. I'm just saying he chose what side makes you happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm absolutely supportive of whatever makes you happy. I'm just saying Dr. Umar would be happy.
He got this side when it's
what I'm
beneficial.
saying is he won't be labeled as light skinned like us.
His kids will never have waves. Just go. Just saying.
Welcome to the show.
Oh my bad. Hold on, wait. I got you. Hold on, my bad, brother. Hold on, let me play it real quick. I know what you want. I know what you want. I know what you're looking for. I got it right here.
I feel like we're gonna need that this episode.
Oh
yes.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We didn't even introduce the show.
Yeah, we haven't. As y'all know, this Black History Month, or this month, I will be only throwing up pops of Black people. Now I'm excited because this week, my Funko Pop for this week that's coming up on Tuesday. Can't wait. Yeah, I ain't going to no corner. I said what I said and I meant it. And if he got a problem, you know what to do.
Just wait.
Yeah, you feel me?
Gonna be 4 today. So just wait.
I'm still trying to figure out what that defensive coordinator is from Washington that said they were gonna, hit my quarterback. Cause whatever.
Yeah.
My bad, Duke. I know this is a sensitive subject for you.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, bro. You ain't got
Sensitive about it, huh?
I don't know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. That's what Forrest said. So what we gonna do is
the
we're gonna go ahead and
the most quotable line in history. They didn't run for us.
Yes, amongst other things. We gonna get into all of that. But first, let's go ahead and introduce the show. What's up, everybody? We'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. I'm your host, Rashad, aka Jenny was a Thanos level villain.
Oh, there's a truth to that. Oh God.
Hey man, this your boy Duke, your favorite fat. Jenny could kiss. You know what? No, go ahead.
It's Big Ken, 2G twins. You know the energy. In Jenny's defense, she never told fam that they went together.
You bet
she
not.
Never said, "Hey, let me be your girl." I mean, and she never said that. He just assumed this shit. I love Forrest, but let's just start the movie. Let's start the movie.
Don't make us kick you out of the group chat.
All I'm saying is, all she did was told the little boy to have a seat. If he can control his feelings, I mean,
wow.
He took a rock to the face for her, cuz. What you mean?
No, he took a rock to the face for himself.
That's cool.
I'm just saying, she told him to stop. She was hurt. She didn't know. Let's get it.
Whatever.
Come on,
man, she had people beating on her left and right. That man jumped in. Hey, man, Anyway,
beat her whole life. She didn't know no better. Let's just get this stuff.
Raggedy heifer. She was raggedy. Raggedy is all get out.
That was Forrest's wife. You gotta put some respect on her name, bro. At the end of the day,
once again, she should have went out better than that. Well, she should have went out way worse than that. That wasn't a good enough for me. Yep, big facts. She should have went out like Bubba.
No. She needed to go so he could do what he needed to do for himself. If she was still around,
like Bubba.
If she was still around, he would not have become the Forrest Gump that he was.
All right. Once again, she should have got it like Bubba.
You just don't people certain type of ways, bro.
If she didn't tell that man to run, he wouldn't have had none of the shit that he had in life.
And she tried to get that man that boy. So there you go.
If she didn't tell that man to run, it's all because she told that man to run for us, that he has everything he has in life.
Man, she threw that.
Started off
every way.
Sure. I'm good. The first time or the last time he had to run from my ass whooping.
That day she said, "Run, Forrest, run." It was that motivation to run to get that boy everything in life because she told that boy to run.
Man, once again, like I said, she's worse than anybody in the world, and I stand behind that. I don't care. But before we dive into the movie, let's get into this cast. We have Tom Hanks, the great Tom Hanks, Sally Field. We got Haley Joel Osment from if you know The Sixth Sense, you know who that is. With a slew of other cast members. Some people names I don't even know how to say it. I can't say my man Bubba's name. It's McKilty Williamson. McKilty, whatever. Anyway, you got Robin Wright that played Jenny. Yeah, and then Gary Sinise that played Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. First of all, Forrest's villain arc started a long time ago. And the reason why his villain arc started is because people in Forrest's school thought Forrest was really special. Forrest was gonna fail some classes, so basically, was it the principal? I think it was the principal.
Yeah.
Went to his mama and was like, "Hey, listen, your boy ain't all his elevator don't go all the way up to the top. So is there something I could do for you? You know what I'm saying? Some exchange of something that we could possibly do that could remedy this situation." So Mama Gump told the principal to come over to the house, and this is how that went.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
I'm gonna tell you just like this. If ever, but I don't even care. If ever I came out the house, but because when you're doing something like that, like, come on now, no. But, this was the start of Forrest Gump's villain arc, because my man ain't stopped. He could have stopped there. But he came out wiping the forehead, like who comes?
I mean, you come around trying to be funny. Yo, mama sure care about your schooling. Yeah, that's how you sounded. You sounded just like that.
What?
But it's the same thing.
Well, Forrest mom was in there putting that thing.
Something he came what? Care about your schooling.
Boy, hey, check this out. I'm crashing out. I don't care how old I am. I'm crashing out. Cause ain't no way.
His legs didn't work at the time, so he, he only so much he could do was mock him.
Ain't no way. But basically, Forrest Gump is sitting down on a bench, and he comes across this black lady at first, and he starts telling this story. He tells a story about his childhood. He tells a story about his comeuppings, all the way into how he built his business and like just how he got to this place on the bench. And it's kind of a story of it's a lot, because you got Jenny's story, you have Forrest's story, you have Lieutenant Dan's story. Bubba had like a small little part. So basically, Forrest grows up in this town in Alabama, in Sweet Home, Alabama, and he grows up with his friend Jenny. Jenny is, she lives, close to Forrest. They go to school together. So Forrest gets picked on every day. Forrest had these metal legs. Man was part robot for a little while. He had a problem with walking. Now nobody know who Forrest's daddy is. Forrest's daddy ain't there. He wasn't never around.
He was on vacation. Permanent
vacation. Yeah. That man ain't never come back. That man ain't even come back when Forrest made it to the league. That's how you know he. That man said, "I ain't never coming back." At least the daddy used to try to come back when the son gets to like the league or something like that.
Yeah, and his daddy was the first him. Forrest Gump was the first him.
Yeah. Forrest ain't never Well, Forrest was just that person. What's that in the band?
What's up, man?
But Forrest was just that person that, he was trying to learn how to live with his disabilities. And I believe Forrest was a little bit autistic. They use a different word in this movie, which we can't use at all. Even up to the point where Forrest got to college to play for Paul Bear Bryant. What's going on?
You kick me up? Can you hear me?
No, brother. What you did?
I didn't do nothing, bro. I didn't touch nothing, bro. I don't. Wait. Who's moving shit? Who touching stuff? Who putting hands on the buttons? Can y'all hear me?
You must have touched the button because I didn't touch nothing.
I didn't put my hand on nothing.
You touching buttons, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need you to stop touching buttons.
Nah, that was touching buttons. Nah, I ain't touching no buttons.
Stop. Get your hands off the button. Get your hands out of my pocket.
I did not push the button. You blame King Mo for that one. I didn't do that.
What's happening, brother Mo?
What is going on, man?
We're in here discussing the Forrest of the Gump. And we were talking about how Forrest is using basically his life to discover things about his disabilities that he didn't know. And one thing that Forrest found out quickly, Forrest was fast. Forrest ran at least a good 4 flat.
Run, Forrest! Run!
Leave that there.
So how far into the movie are you?
Right there.
Like so we right at the beginning.
Yeah, we had the beginning, brother. We had
before he even got the braces put on.
No. We passed the braces.
But when she told him when Jenny motivated him to start his life by telling him to run.
So we at the beginning of adult Forrest.
Adult Forrest.
Yeah, because we already talked about this.
We at the high school Forrest when you make the college Forrest.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling. Oh man. But no, I was just so just speaking with Forrest and how he interacts with everybody. One of the things that he does is he's sitting on his bench and talking to this black woman, where he invents the phrase that a lot of people have used even to this day. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Now, I've given some pushback on this because the picture of what's in the box is what you're gonna get in the box is on top of the box. So you kind of know what you're gonna get. But I get what
you're gonna get chocolate.
Hold on, time pause. They just started doing it in the later years because people were getting they were having cherry and coconut. When they first came out, they did not have the picture of what was in the chocolate.
1946. Like
what I'm trying to tell you, when that movie came out, they did not have the pictures to what was in the chocolates. That's what made it surprise. They did not. They just told you what was in it. But
at the end of the day, if you buy a box of chocolate,
now you know what you're gonna get.
Nigga, it's going to be chocolate.
There's gonna be different things in the chocolate field stuff. Some gonna have strawberries, some gonna have cherries and all that other crap. What's up?
It's still gonna be chocolate.
Ken, how you know they didn't do that back then?
I mean, bro, I was 13 when the movie came out. Some stuff you just kind of know. Well, y'all probably I was 13 years old.
No.
The movie 1994. The movie was came out in 1994.
No. What year did the movie take place?
Touche.
He got a point.
Touche. Hey, listen, you ain't got no argument there. Hey, listen, you know what?
Hey, kid, it's okay. I got you, brother.
Life was like a box of chocolates. Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Do you know what? Just a little fun fact. They did not have what was in the chocolate when they made the chocolate back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good recovery though. Good recovery. But yeah, so Forrest is sitting on this bench telling this story, and from the clip we just played of Forrest running away from the bully, Forrest was getting bullied every single day. basically. Like these boys was throwing rocks at this man's head, even back when he had the little bracelet.
He would just get hit by the rock and just still stand there like Jimmy is like run. He just get hit with a barrage of pebbles and stones. Like,
and just for context, this movie was made when like a lot of people weren't talking about like autism and
facts.
Things like that. So like they were using terms to describe people like like the old folks say special, or the R word, which we won't use. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. But yeah, so like a lot of these things were going on, and Forrest was getting beat up every day, getting chased home. So at one point, Forrest just starts running, and he gets to the College of Alabama. Now, Forrest just was a kickoff person. Just hand the ball to him. Forrest took off. He ran. He kept running. Hit his head on the goalpost, and took off. So after Alabama,
he was getting chased by the same bullies who chased him on bikes when he was a kid. Now this man is outrunning a whole entire pickup truck.
A whole entire pickup truck.
Busted a right turn, ran across the football field, and the scout was in the bleachers like, who in the hell was that? And it was like, oh, that's just a local idiot. His name is Forrest Gump.
Right.
So immediately he was like, you know what?
You got to have him.
We're gonna put him in uniform.
So Forrest graduates from the University of Alabama, where he played for Paul Bear Bryant. If that gives you a context of when this movie was made.
What up, Queen? What up,
after playing 5 years of football, which he said after playing 5 years of football, I got a college degree.
They kick you out after 5.
Brother, there ain't no such thing as 5 years of eligibility.
You can play ball for professional.
It is.
You can play college.
Not back then.
He redshirted. He redshirted for me.
Yeah, he had to do something. But
the first year he wouldn't even college. They just let him play.
They was like, hey, just go out there and run. Grab the ball. Grab the ball and take off.
This man ran the touchdown, ran through the band, ran through the tunnel.
He running into people.
He said that might be the stupidest son of a bitch alive. He showed his face.
He showed his face.
He showed his face.
So after college, Forrest decides, hey man, listen, I gotta do something with my life, so I'm gonna go to the military. No, wait, that wasn't after?
No. It was at his college graduation.
Dude walked up on him.
Gotcha.
It was like, son, do you have any plans for your future? Handed him the pamphlet, and he was just like,
okay.
Okay.
And that's where Forrest meets Benjamin Buford, aka
Benjamin Buford Blue,
aka Bubba. And this is how the interaction goes.
It's a callback to the beginning of the movie where he rode the bus for the first time going to school. Everybody plays it to the left. Niggas be sitting by themselves and be like, nope, this seat's taken. So it was a callback. So he gets on the bus and he goes to the bus driver like, hi, I'm Forrest Gump. And buddy was like, I don't give a hell. I don't care who you is.
I don't care what your name is. Sit down.
and just like in his childhood, he get on the bus. Ain't nobody trying to let him sit with him. And then Benjamin Buford Blue was like, hey man, I'm saying you pop Scott right here, cuz.
He said, my name is Benjamin, but everybody called me Bubba. And then of course, Forrest had to do his signature.
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump.
And he immediately starts talking about shrimp.
Immediately. What you know about shrimp business?
Wait, before you say something,
do I hear piano?
Before you talk, do I need to?
Yeah.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit.
Johnny piano.
So all I'm saying is, right? If I'm shut up, I'm trying to be serious.
Look,
all I'm saying is, if I'm talking to you and you looking at me like that, play it one more time. Play it one more time, real quick. I need you to understand what I'm saying. play the scene one more.
Hold up.
He was born with big gums, bro. He was born with big gums, bro. Stall him out, man.
Listen,
hold on,
stall him out.
Hold on. I'm trying to get to it. Hold on.
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump.
Now look, I'm just saying, if I'm talking to you and you looking at me like that, I'm thinking three things, right? One, my breath stink. Two, you want to fight. Or three, you might be a little touched. You might be a little touched.
His head was turned at a 90-degree angle.
Brother, the man, his lip was poking out so much he had to look over his lip. He was trying to look over his lip. His head don't go down.
Oh,
brother,
my God.
We fighting.
So you said he had Smums?
Yeah, what?
He had Smith.
Brother, I don't know what the hell he had. Brother.
Yeah, he definitely was in his bubble though. He definitely was in his personal bubble.
Yeah, brother.
I ain't gonna lie, don't look at me like that. I ain't gonna
lie.
He
was definitely in his personal bubble, bro. He was like,
hey. Cause we not having a real conversation. You look at me like that. I'm gonna just let you know
fight
like
off
that.
Real. Like we just
hey, but you can see it in Gubbs, you can see it in Forrest's face. He was uncomfortable. He was like, my name's Forrest. Even he was uncomfortable.
Everybody called me Forrest Gump. Brother, we would have to fight. Just off real.
So Forrest and Bubba have been introduced, and automatically they get to the barracks, and the drill sergeant that they had, it gotta be the most racist
big black dude.
What's wrong with you?
No, so you talking about Lieutenant Dan. So prior to meeting Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, they met the drill sergeant.
Bubba and Forrest become bunk mates. They pretty much were the best of friends. And Forrest is learning fast that he actually is fitting right in, you know what I'm saying? This man, the disassembling and assembling guns at record speed. He is an absolute outstanding soldier, you know what I'm saying? And he's committed to. Bubba was like, hey, when I get out the Army, I'm going to use my Army money to buy a shrimp boat, and I want you to be my first mate. So Forrest was like, bet. When we get out the Army, hey, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? So
all the shrimps.
So before him and Bubba get sent to Vietnam, it was one night they was laying in the bunks at night, and one of his my man to the right passed him a magazine, and was, hey Forrest, look at the jugs on the old girl on his page. He turns the page, it's a picture of Jenny in the Playboy magazine.
Already for the streets.
So he was like, first chance I got, I caught a bus to Memphis to go see one of her shows, which once again he put hands and feet on people over Jenny.
He was about that life.
They was outside talking, and they was on the bridge, and she was like, Forrest, remember that day we prayed and I asked God to make me a bird? She was like, if I jump off this bridge, you think I could fly? And he was like, Jenny, what do you mean by that? A random car pulls up.
You should have.
She stops the car and was like, can I get a ride? The driver was like, where you going? She said, I don't care.
What's up, sir?
Tell you like this, and I don't care if I get cancer. He should have pushed him.
Poof. Fly, bitch.
10 seconds later, she stops a random car. Can I get a ride? He said, where you going? She said, I don't care.
There would be no Jenny without. There would be no Forrest without Jenny and her bullshit. There would be no
Shut
Forrest.
up.
There would be
Shut
no Forrest. There would be no Gump without her. None.
I would have
That
nudged
was
her right.
his
I
name.
would have
It would've
nudged her
been-
right out that bridge.
There would have been no Forrest Gump without Jenny. It would have been.
She wasn't even
So before
there.
she get in the car, he was like, well, they sending me to Vietnam. All right, I'll write you all the time.
And what she say? Don't be no hero, run. When you get to war, run. What did he do to save all the people? He said, I will flash back to what Jenny told me was the run. That heifer had life in this dude. You have to say what you want to. Yes, she was kind of trash, but there would be no Gump without
Kind of.
Okay, she was trash, but there would be no Gump without Jenny. Everything, every shit he did was because of her. So
Hey,
I mean,
you the ops, cuz.
I'm just saying, like, she was jazz, but she told him, "Don't be no hero, run. You run." I remember what she told me when I was supposed to run. She ran and saved everybody. Saved everybody. Come on, bro.
So Forrest and Bubba get to Vietnam. And that's when they meet.
Hold on, Mo. 1 second.
I'm standing for what's right.
Dr.
That's what's
Umar
right.
would be so disappointed in you.
Doctor would kiss my ass. I'm standing for what's right, and I'm for facts. I'm for facts. Because if he didn't tell her that, what you think he would have did? He would have did what he did, what he was doing, just laying there looking crazy while Lieutenant Dan tell him to run. He's sitting there like, run, let me run, like he just sitting there like, what am I supposed to do?
Lieutenant Dan ain't have no legs, cuz.
Bro, whoever was when they started shooting and they started going off, he was laying there looking crazy. He was there looking straight like, bro, what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I remember what Jenny told me. I'm gonna get up and out there. I'm gonna run. Come on, bro. Yeah, she was trash though, but it wouldn't be no Forrest Gump without Jenny. Say what I said.
Continue, Mo.
Yeah, because he.
Say what I said. Say what I said. Say what I said.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure Duke would appreciate this part. So Bubba and Forrest Gump, they go to meet Lieutenant Dan, and Lieutenant Dan was like, "Hey, what's wrong with your lip, cuz?" And Bubba kind of looked at Forrest like, like this man really just asked me that, and he was like, "I was born with big gums, son." He was like, "Hey, you might want to tuck that in. Get caught on the tripwire." And then he closed his mouth and licked off. How the fuck am I gonna tuck my lip in, cuz?
Brother, the fact when he asked them, "Are y'all twins?" They really had to look and make.
They looked at each other like,
brother, if these ain't the double Dutch touch twins, brother, both of these boys are dummies.
Because Lieutenant Dan, he asked him, he said, "So where you from?" They both said, "Alabama, son." They said it at the same time. So that's when he turned around and was like, "Y'all twins?"
Are you twins?
And then
it was like,
Gump was like,
we are, the gums in is wild,
he
bro.
said we are not he said we are not relations, sir.
The gums in.
Oh my God.
We are not relations.
Oh shit.
Two big dumb with guns.
When Forrest started talking about the kind of rain that they got in Vietnam.
Bro, so can I have I'm gonna be honest, right? But I just realized what he meant by rain that come underneath. I mean, he was like,
he said there was stinging. He said there was stinging rain, big old fat rain, sideways rain, and then rain that comes straight up from underneath.
Bro,
they was walking with their guns over their head like this because the water was like up here.
He was talking about the splashing from the rain. He thought the rain was coming from up because that boy dumb.
And then one day it just stopped.
He said somebody cut the rain off.
As soon as that last raindrop hit the ground, they started.
It started raining bullets.
They didn't waste no time, bro. As soon as that last raindrop hit the ground, they started.
It started raining bullets.
You're talking being prepared. So to start raining, we giving it to him. I don't care how long it takes. Yeah, gave it to him. That was, yeah. Then that's when he just laid there, looking crazy. And he thought about what Jenny told him to do, was to run, and now he's saving everybody. Where you going? I gotta go find my friend.
He said, I ran so long and so far, I ended up by myself. Then he was like, Bubba, I had to go back and get Bubba.
Gotta go get Bubba.
Every time I ran back to get Bubba, somebody was laying on the ground saying, Forrest, help. So he ran the whole platoon back, one by one.
The whole platoon. And why did he run the whole? Why did he run the whole platoon, Mo?
He was looking for Bubba.
No, I mean, exactly. It wasn't no man. Hush.
He was looking for Bubba.
Called Genie, because he what Genie told him to do.
You voted for Trump.
What Genie told him to do.
I'm gonna tell you why he ran back. He ran back because he a big dummy. That's why he
was back. Looking for
Duke
Bubba.
Ain't running back.
Every time he went looking for Bubba, somebody was laying on the ground saying, Forrest, help me. So he picked him up, took him back to safety, and then went looking for Bubba. Bubba was the last one he found. And Lieutenant, because right before he ran to get Bubba, Lieutenant Dan was like, you can't go back there. I just called in an airstrike. If you go back, you gonna get your ass blowed off. So he manages to find Bubba and barely made it out of the airstrike. It was like Fast and Furious explosions behind him as he's running with Bubba.
Brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why this was funny to me, but seeing Bubba there with the palm tree leaf over the hole in his stomach, brother, was weird. I was like, why you grab a palm tree leaf, brother? I don't get that.
That was the first thing you could grab.
A goddamn dead palm tree leaf, bro?
Yeah, he blue cheese. Blue cheese is fire too.
Then he said, Bubba said something to me that I'll never forget. And Bubba said, I want to go home. And died right there.
Go.
And thank you, Victor. Victor, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can hate her if you want to, but you can't. You thank you, Victor. You can hate her if you want to, but you gotta give her respect when it's due. He wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for her. No matter how trash she was.
And his mom.
Both of y'all.
And his mama. And his mom.
You can't trust somebody with a profile picture.
Because he was definitely water boyish when Mama said life was like a box of chocolates. Mama said stupid is and stupid does.
She's definitely trash. She's definitely still trash.
Mama said stupid is and stupid does. Mama said this. Mama said that. Mama said he quoted a lot of stuff from his mom.
Yeah.
The only insight Jenny gave for us was run.
That's it. It wasn't like she said.
All he needed though. His whole career was based off this dude running.
Jenny also said she thought that if she stepped off a building, she could fly.
She had a problem.
So why are we
trusting what she was perfect? Nobody said
she was a junkie and a hussy. That was a problem.
Who was getting physically and abused and sexually abused by her pops. She had her issues. She had her issues. What I'm saying is, though, even though she had her issues and she was trash, she made Forrest who he was. When she told that man to run, if he didn't tell him to run, he wouldn't have run his dumb ass through the first. He probably would have still sitting there getting hit with rocks in his head.
Hey, Jenny, why you ain't get on the bus to go to school today? Shh, be quiet, Forrest. My daddy's taking a nap.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that voice. Chill out. You gotta chill.
Ken, I will give you this and this only. Childhood Jenny, the trauma and the shit that she went through with her pops.
Come on. That's what I'm saying.
Wasn't her fault. But as an adult, she could have made better decisions. Jenny was a runner. She was a track star. Every time she felt like Forrest, get away from me, I gotta leave. Don't try to stop me. I gotta go. She hopping a random car.
She was a little red Corvette. That was Jenny.
So y'all don't think it's possible? Y'all don't think it's possible that she's like I'm going to bring you down if you stay around me. You are greater than this. Let me go ahead and just be trash and do what I do. You don't need to stop saving me. You have more. And so basically, let me leave you because you do better without me in your life.
Ken.
Tell me he would. So y'all mean to tell me
you know who Jenny sound like? One of them dudes on Cheaters.
He still would have been. He still would have been. If she stayed the very first time, would he still have been Forrest Gump?
Ken, you know what you sound like right now.
Sorry, it didn't make sense, and
you sound like the
Make
lawyer.
America great again.
What was the lawyer name? OJ lawyer with the glove. That's what you sound like. You sound like you do like this, Virginia, with the glove.
All I'm
glove
saying
don't
is,
fit, must
all I'm saying, even though she was trash, okay, fine, we get it, but she was pivotal in Forrest Gump's life. That's all I'm saying. Y'all cannot deny that. Y'all cannot deny that at all. There's no way you can deny it.
Let me ask you a question.
She's pivotal. Because what if she was trash in his life?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So, the person that gave you that double brisket sandwich that has your knees hurting right now, were they pivotal in your life too?
Double brisket sandwich. What? Oh, double brisket sandwich. If they would have, yeah, because they knew I was hungry. That's not even the same.
But if they would have never gave you that, if they would have never gave you that double brisket sandwich, your knees wouldn't be hurting right now.
That's not the truth, because that's not even the same.
You probably be in the NBA because you and Shaq about the same height.
You know what the same? You know why it's the same? Because
it's not the same. It's not the same.
You know you're not supposed to have that, but the dummy in you, like Forrest, is gonna take it anyway, and they knew that.
So, and then you put extra sauce on it.
So that's not even the same.
And you told him
Okay. Give me one time that she gave him bad news, or tell me one time she gave him bad information to tell him to do something stupid.
Brother, she had that boy and slept with this man. What you mean?
Yeah, that was only, to me, that was more diabolical than anything else she did. It was give him something dipped off. That was diabolical. That was the diabolical. That was wrong. Everything she did, that was probably the most that was messed up. You're gonna give him a little bit. I do love you, and then dip off. That was diabolical.
And left that man with a child.
That was well, she passed away, fam. That's all on pause now. Shit.
I don't hear that.
She passed away, fam. She just run off, man.
Did she really?
She didn't run off. What?
I ain't see nobody.
I ain't see no obituary.
Who did the funeral?
So wait,
who had the body?
Where we at? So Forrest is in the army, bro. And they get back from Vietnam. Oh yeah, Vietnam, and out of nowhere, it felt like something jumped up and bit me.
Hey Mo, you know what he did at the White House?
They was free. I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
Bro, who is drinking 15 Dr. Pepper? Like, I love Dr. Pepper.
First of all, one thing that I love about this movie, watching it in my adult years, that I would have never caught in 1994 or around the time where it came out, was realizing, and it looks trash now, but going back and watching this movie back in 94, 95, 96, you're like, wait, Elvis Presley, John F. Kennedy, John Lennon, Richard Nixon. Like, when you think about all the people, because he's sitting on a park bench at a bus stop telling his life story. And when he talks about all the people he met along the way, being completely oblivious to who they were, and he's just talking about them like they're acquaintances. The guy was playing, he had a guitar case, and he played his music, and then my feet just started moving, and then he walked past the TV of
the music that he stole from Chuck Berry.
Stole Forrest's dance move.
And stole
from
Chuck
when he
Berry
had the leg braces on, and he was like, then for some reason,
He just if he was
He
listening,
he did too many songs, had a heart attack, and that's all I have to say about that.
Nah, he ain't do too many songs.
Forrest was the first hymn. I don't care what nobody said.
Then he talked about how he met Kennedy and he got shot when he was riding in his car, and that's all I have to say about that. Then he talked about John Lennon. He was like, "Yeah, I was on the TV show with this nice young man, and then for some reason, people didn't like him, and then he died, and that's all I have to say about that."
She said, it was a bullet one.
Yeah.
At that point, he didn't even know that somebody else was sitting there.
Yeah. What's up, Shot?
After further examination, Forrest might be the op. Everybody that came in this man's life done died. It's like
that ain't because he the op. That's bad luck.
I'm just saying.
And because Forrest Gump was the first hymn. I'm telling you,
well, Lieutenant Dan lost his legs, but whatever. We got him back.
He became a billionaire and lost his legs. So he lost his legs, but he gained their paper.
You got some new legs.
Cause of Forrest.
But yeah, Forrest was minding his business, and somebody walked up to him and was like, "Congratulations, Private Gump," or whatever his rank was.
Yeah.
You about to get the Medal of Honor. And he was like, the best thing about, he was like, I was getting the Medal of Honor. I got to go to the White House, meet the president. Mm-hmm. Anytime a word ended with the letter T, he always put hella emphasis on the letter T. Got to go meet the president. Best thing about going to meet the president is the food. But I wasn't hungry, but I was thirsty. And I drank about 15 Dr. Peppers. So this man is getting ready to shake the president's hand. And the first thing that comes out of his mouth,
I got to pay.
We
can say it has to go pee. But then even when he first...
Yeah, that was the part again. Got to meet the president again.
Because he was that nigga.
Again, because he was that nigga. He was that dude again.
Like he was the one that met the club.
Like Forrest Gump is one of the most unserious people in the world. Because even when he was in college and there was the whole controversy about them integrating the school. And he was like, "What's going on out here?" And it was like, they want to go to school with us. He was like, "Who?" So it was like, "The niggas." And he was like, "Really?" Like,
ma'am, you dropped your book.
I don't know what you talking about.
The whole football team was like, "Is that Forrest?" Yeah, we're like, you get one of these towels, G. You need me. You need me.
No.
So
it was an innocence behind everything. That's what made it so dope, because it was an innocence behind everything. Because he's just doing what he was, somebody told him to do, or like he was just a real dude. He was like, hey,
matter of fact, speaking of Forrest being unserious, when he had to go to the hospital after getting bit, and first of all, after that, the president asking him, whispering to his ear, "I'd so like to see that." I was like, pause.
He stayed and was like,
Forrest, that was the one time Forrest actually had a valid thought in his mind. He was like, "I'm standing in front of the president. I'm in full uniform. There's hella people out here, and you just said you want to see where I got bit." Because he was like, "Where'd you get bit?" He was like, "Right on the buttocks." And Forrest really looked at him like, "You really want to look at my ass right now?"
Okay.
But when he was on the hospital bed, Ken, what did he say the best thing was about getting shot?
The ice cream.
The ice cream.
The ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Got you some ice cream.
Get you some ice cream.
Lieutenant
Dan. Take the ice cream and put it in the bed.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Well, Lieutenant Dan, he was. That man crawled on his hands.
Oh man. Hey man, Forrest.
I was gonna say hands and knees.
He still had knees.
Yeah,
but that was it.
Hey, Forrest was Forrest was touched with two hands. Forrest was touched with two hands. Forrest was touched with two hands. God. That boy was fucking the ice cream up.
IQ, hey, double fist with the ice cream.
Hey,
that was the one.
Yeah. Hey, chill.
Was he eating both of them?
No, he did
eat both of them. No, he tried to get one, dude.
He tried to get one, and then he took it and threw it in the pot. He was like, I don't want this.
I'm just saying because if he was
when
both
they were pushing him in, he wasn't licking both of them.
Nah, he had one in his hand.
Because if that's the case,
it looked like
if I was
if
I was Lieutenant Dan, I'd have threw it away too. Like, don't try to give me no already licked on ice cream.
Nah, he didn't lick on ice cream, man. He had it in his hand. He had one. He was like, here.
Well, you know, it's crazy. I didn't realize until like today that this movie was 2.5 hours long.
Yo, the movie, I didn't either. I was like,
2 hours and 22 minutes.
So you just imagine trying to watch this back in the day. Our attention span was like, all right, this is.
Because we didn't have nothing to distract us. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have social media. When we sat down and watched TV, that was there was the TV. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So then he plays ping pong. Hey man, yo, he was him in everything he did, bro. It's easy to me.
And Lieutenant Dan was such a big hater. Like, they awarded you the Congressional Medal of Honor. Forrest Gump was like, yeah.
Hey, that was some smooth stuff because he could have saved him. I would let him slid down that ice too. I would just looked at him like, yeah, boom. See my breaking this one.
Yeah, Forrest got cold at ping pong.
2 hands. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like for the Army, like cool.
Competitions.
Hey, so they
didn't do the Olympics.
Yeah, like it wasn't Olympics, like the world.
I think he was getting ready to go or something like that, and they called him and told him that his mom. And this man put the ping pong paddles down and footed it.
Yeah. But that's when he told him his service was over. So that's when his mom wasn't sick yet. His mom was still healthy and alive. That's when he was like,
he said,
your service is done now. He was like, even for ping pong? So I can't play ping pong. He's like, not for the Army, you can't. He's like, oh, well, I'm out of here. So he ran to the mom, he went to the crib, and his mom was like, hey, they just want you to take a picture with the paddle so you can get this paper real quick. So he took that paper, said he bought him a suit, a haircut, took his mom's out and this is how he bought the stripping boat.
Mm-hmm.
After he went home, he was like,
they give you $25,000 if you say that you play ping pong. This paddle.
Yeah.
But I like my paddle.
My paddle. Shit, like before it's 25,000.
Once again, this man was touched with 2 hands. Brother, you could tell me to say that I played ping pong with a doggone waffle iron for $25,000. I do it. Fuck that paddle. I'll throw my paddle away for a second. I'll give me another paddle. Not like this paddle. Shut up, damn dummy.
He ended up doing it though. He still did it because he got the money, so he did what
he didn't end up doing it because he wanted to. He was just like, okay, I'll do it.
But that's what made him so dope because everything was just like okay, it just was so nonchalant because he didn't have no type of all right, cool. Right.
You know what's crazy? Forrest Gump had a fire ass life and he don't even know.
And he don't even know. He think to him it's his regular life because he's like,
he was the fastest person in Greenbow, Alabama.
I think I can say
graduated college, retired from the military.
Autistic people
made a hell of bread.
Knowing autistic children and knowing autistic people, that's how they live their life though. But see, that's how they live their life. They just they just live beautiful life and they're just like, this is my normal life. This is normalcy for me. This ain't. That's why he was on the bench because everything on the bench he was talking about this beautiful life. These people were engaged. He talking to him like he just. Yeah, I went to go meet the president again. You know, like everything was. Just, I ran for 3 years, 27 days. Like what? Who runs for days and who runs for years? He was talking about I got tired, so I said I'm tired now, so I'm gonna go home. Nigga, what?
Are you stupid or something? Stupid is, stupid does.
He just stupid does. Like, let me get this straight, bro.
Stupid does.
Then here comes old boy. Like, yeah, I was gonna be.
You know what was a crazy part? So Forrest done bought him this boat, right? Because he done told Bubba family, yo, I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna see some money. I'm gonna do this boat thing. Forrest done got him a boat, but he ain't got no first mate. So who comes in but Lieutenant Dan?
Just sitting on a random dock.
Because he promised him that though. He's being funny.
If he ever gets the boat, he gonna become his first mate.
He said, and guess what? You become the captain, I'll be your first mate.
And guess what?
He said, I got your letter.
What are you doing here? Well, thought I'd
try out my sea legs.
Well, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Hey, Forrest Gump was a real N-word. He was real. Forrest Gump kept his word about everything he said he was going to do.
But I'm a man of my word. I told you the day that you become a captain of a shrimp boat, I'll be your first mate. And here I am.
Forrest Gump was the kid. You muted, bro.
This man said, he said, I just want to try my sea leg. But you ain't got no legs to the
yeah. But that's the response that you expect. But that's the kind of response you would expect, though. Your response, you would expect that type of response.
Remember when they was in the hospital and Lieutenant Dan pulled Forrest out of his bed late that night, and he was like, "Do you have any idea what it is to have no legs?" And Forrest just looked down and was like,
"Yeah." He said, "Actually, I do."
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You know what Forrest remind me of? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Ken has done this because he ain't got grown, right? You ever take your kid somewhere and you be like, "Look, you 7," and he be like, "No, I'm not."
Hey, bro, check it out. I did it with my daughter one time, bro. It did not work. It did not work. My daughter,
adults pay this much.
My daughter
teenagers
said,
pay this much. If your child is 4 or under, they get in free.
My daughter said verbatim, my daddy told me to tell you I'm 9.
Kids legitimately make you want to put hands on them. Hey, you're this age, okay? This is the discussion.
My daddy told me to tell you I'm 9. No, I'm 7, but I'm not.
Because it's always when you go to Six Flags, when you go to the park, oh, kids 5 and under get in free. Hey, today you 5.
But I'm 7.
Shut up.
So my man's go to the shrimp boat. Then you got the guy. He was like, "Where's your guy at? Where's your guy at?"
What?
Yeah. So he decided to join the church. He decided to join the choir. First, you know what? I'm gonna join the choir.
Hey, bro, this movie is wild, man. He done went and joined the black choir.
Boy in the back with a whole beard, like, what are we doing here? Like,
he said, Lieutenant Dan even came to watch me play ping pong. This man in the bed facing this way. No matter what you do, don't take your eye off the ball.
And that's what he did.
All of the shipping boats got messed up in the storm, but he is.
And they went out and guess
what? All the ship. Yeah, all the ship. He said, now we got like 9 boats, and so dude laughed. He telling the dude beside him, like, so let me get this right. You, the owner of Bubblegum Ship Corporation. You're like, yeah.
And he made sure he went back to the crib and gave Bubba's family his share of bread.
Which that's the only part I didn't like. He waited till after old boy gave some of the money to Apple. So he didn't break her off yet. He didn't show her breaking her off yet until after Lieutenant Dan made an investment with Apple. Then is when he's like, I gave money to the church. I did this. I went and broke his mama off, like I said it was. So I was like, all right, hold on, Gump. You supposed to do that a long time ago after you had them 7 boats, G. Why you
what did he say? He became a gold zillionaire?
No, zillionaire. She ain't had to work no more. They told him money Apple, so now he got part of Apple. He was that dude, bro. But then he got money.
Bubba's family had to work in the kitchen no more.
Yeah, no.
She had
the
white folk working for her.
Hey, look, she was in her sister. Like, she ain't got to work no more.
Bubba Mom, when she got a chance, she was like a slave for real. She
then
she had a white woman bringing in gumbo. I said, look at God.
So my man, that's when he found out Mom's was great past. My man jumped off the boat. He said, I ain't waiting for the boat. I'm jumping off the boat. I'm swimming to my mama.
Well, Lieutenant Dan jumped off the boat first.
Well, he was just, because that's after he found God. So basically, that was supposed to be like he finally found peace. So he was doing it because after they got the money on the boat. So then he was like, they was like, well, he's exposed right now. So he was like, his mom was sick.
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought about it and I was like, Bro, it's gators in that water. Like, what? They would have told Lieutenant Dan up.
I'm sure. So yeah.
But a rap.
So my mom Dukes, mom was like, "Hey, listen, son, you got to die, baby." Hey, the mom was an OG though. Mom was real though. The whole time she didn't like baby him, but she just hey, you got to die sometime.
You ain't no different than nobody else.
She always with the real talk though.
We did skip over a few parts because there was a few parties that happened. The New Year's Eve party where they took them two girls back to the house. And Forrest basically was like,
I'm sorry I ruined your New Year's Eve party, Lieutenant Dan.
But
she tastes like dude. What did he say she tasted like?
She said she tastes like cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Hey, he went off though when he told her don't talk about his boy though. Don't you call him that no.
Boy, she knocked him on the ground and started laughing at him.
Call him stupid. Hey, that's what Lieutenant Dan was like. All right, Lieutenant Dan, don't you call him stupid? Yeah,
got more money than David Crockett. I ain't no David Crockett had money, but okay, so
yeah, he was just so innocent though, bro. It's like.
But let's not skip over the fact that this man came in contact with Jenny multiple times over the years before he had got rich.
Yeah.
When he got out of the army.
He had a boyfriend who was cool with the Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for messing up our Black Panther Party.
Hey, yo, he was about their life when it came to Jenny because he didn't ask no questions. He didn't ask no questions. So, she had a trash. She was not like perfect. But still, when he was in the car, and he was looking in the car, he was like this. They was going to get busy. And he just opened the door and just went in and was like, wow.
Wailing on, buddy.
Wailing on. He didn't ask no questions. Like, he shouldn't be putting then boom in the black party.
But then he knocked somebody out at Martin Luther King's speech or something like that. When he had like in the MLK speech? Or was that just like a regular like when no. Remember when Jenny ran across and she was dressed like a hippie in the war?
Victor, hey Victor, I don't know what platform you watching this on, but you're gonna fit right in.
He was speaking the mic on. That's all I gotta say about that.
All
I gotta say about me.
He was like, he said there was only one thing I had to say about the war in Vietnam. And then the thing came unplugged, and by the time he got it plugged in, and that's all I have to say about that.
He was just at a monument at a speech. So that wasn't the MLK speech?
No, that was they asked him to speak about the war in Vietnam.
Okay, and that's when he saw Jenny.
And they was at the Lincoln Monument, and she ran across the pool. And I remember my first time going to the Lincoln Monument, and this was when I was like 20. I remember thinking to myself, "This is the part of the pool that Jenny ran in." Brother, the Lincoln Monument is huge. I think it's larger than life. It's humongous.
Forrest jumped down and ran in there to Jenny.
She popped smoke on this man like 6 times in this movie. Like, sorry, Forrest, I gotta go.
And y'all trash.
I'm going to San Francisco. Anybody want to come? I'll go with you.
Trash.
She was doing it because she didn't want to bring him down, but I'm telling you, that's all it was. She didn't want to bring him down. She was
coming around.
She was already trash.
She was coming around.
She was already gone. She was already lost.
And then after his mom died, he was talking about how he was outside cutting the grass and was like, I looked up and there she was. Maybe she came back home because she had nowhere to go. And he asked, like, Jenny, will you marry me? I'll make a good husband. And she was like, Forrest, why you love me?
You don't know what love is.
I
might be stupid. Oh no, he said I might not be
the smart man, but I know what love is.
I know what love is.
Then she caught a cab from the house, dipped on him again.
Trash.
After he said that, she gave him something that night. Then she dipped off on him. Yeah,
she gave him something, all right.
So he was sitting on the park bench and was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm here because I'm finna go pull up on Jenny. She said she live in such and such address. I gotta catch the number 9 bus. And the lady
this is after my man ran for 3 years and like 3.5 years.
Right, because after she caught that cab and left, one day he was like, "Man, you know what?" Because
I just started running.
Jenny bought me the best thing. She bought him them Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
She bought him the Nike
Cortez.
Running 40,000 miles in some Nike Cortezes is crazy.
Yeah.
You ever try to walk in Nike Cortez?
I wonder if that did anything for Nike Cortez sales in 1990.
It might have, but I'm saying like this: you can't run in them things.
It had to.
Not only did Forrest make a ton of money, he made money for other people too. Because while he was doing the run, when he was like, "Hey man, I got this bumper sticker business, man. I was hoping you could help Logan." You just stepped in a big old pile of dog shit. He was like, "It happens." He was like, "Shit."
Yeah.
Made hella money off the bumper sticker business. Then Buddy had the t-shirt business. He was like, "Hey man, I was trying to come up with an idea for a shirt." And Forrest had the mud on his shirt, wipe off his face with the shirt, and then somebody looked at the shirt. It was a smiley face emoji.
And then he walked over and said, "Have a nice day."
His t-shirt business blew up. I'm like, people just making money off of this man. He don't even know it.
He don't even know it.
And then he just stopped and said, "Oh, well, I'm tired. Yes, I'll go home."
Okay. He gonna say something. Everybody, he gonna say something.
This man said, "First, I was just gonna run up the street. Then I got up the street and said, you know what? I'm gonna run up another street. Ran up another street. Said, you know what? Maybe I'll just run across town. Ran across town. He said, you know what? Maybe I'll run down to the ocean. Ran down to the ocean. Stopped, turned around, and he was like, I stopped. He was like, whenever I had to sleep, I had to sleep. Whenever I had to go, I had to go. Other than that, I just kept running. And some Nike Cortez.
That was probably the most unbelievable part of the movie. Bro, Nike Cortez don't have no kind of like cushion in them. Like, you ever own a pair of Nike Cortez?
No. Bro, I had a homeboy who had a pair, and at the time we wore the same size shoe. He let me wear his a couple times, but I've never actually ever.
Yeah, they slender in the front, and they don't really have no cushion like for running. That's crazy.
So the lady was like, "Wait, let me see the address to where you're going." "Oh, you ain't got to catch no bus.
That's right.
This address is like 6 blocks this way." And he was like, "A word?" Took off. And here, after all of the trash decisions that Jenny ever made, she waited till she found out she was sick and then gave birth to Forrest Jr. to be like, "Forrest, will you marry me?" When she knew she was on her way out of here.
When she had that boy.
She knew she only had like months to live. Waited till she knew she was on her way out of there to be like, "Forrest, will you marry me?" He's like, "What? Didn't I ask you this already?" And then on top of that, and then on top of that, Ken, if you remember, when he first met Forrest Jr., how did she introduce him to Forrest? She was like, "Oh, this is a good friend of mine, Mr. Gump. Say hello to Mr. Gump." "Hello, Mr. Gump. Friend of yours?"
His daddy got his name.
Then she had to double back and be like, "Well, I named him after his daddy." He was like, "Oh, he got a daddy named Forrest?"
You know what she was trying to do, but it didn't work because she was too late. She was trying to get on Forrest insurance. It was too late, cuz. It was too late. That was what she was doing. She was trying to get my boy insurance because she had that army insurance. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to get it. Too late.
Like
in the books, right? She supposedly died from hepatitis C. Doesn't even matter because she I ain't gonna say she deserved it.
He did say she had a virus.
I ain't gonna say she deserved it, but
she should have got what Bubba got.
With a palm tree.
She should have got what Bubba got. Because Mo, what did she ask for us to do after all these years? What did she ask for us to do after all these years?
To marry.
Bitch, what? Oh my God.
After all these years, you
all these years.
And who pulled up? And who pulled up to the wedding? Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan with his
You got new legs.
Titanium.
That was a good ending because he got what he wanted. That's all. After the stuff that before he's been through,
They can't.
he knew she was trash, but he wanted to marry her. He got him a son.
This is what happened.
His reaction to the son though was kind of like, because he asked basically, was he slow like him? Was he, because he's like, is he like me?
No,
so,
he asked if he was smart.
Yeah, no, it was like, because no, he said, is he like me or is he smart? So he said, is he like me? Then he said, is he smart? So it's like there was moments in his movies where you could see his.
No, Forrest, he's not touched.
But if you go back and look, he said first because he looked like he was backed up first when she first said it, and he was like, "Is he?"
That one Forrest
like
baby, man. If I was Forrest, I would have got DNA to it because they ain't my baby. Out of all the stuff you've been doing out of all these years, the one time that you give me the pop.
Mm-hmm. That's how
that boy had Forrest Gump energy all written all over him.
like we've been saying, I've said it before. She was a little red Corvette with unleaded gas, and now since your little engine is about to break down, she want to find a mechanic. Too late. That engine gone, baby. You got 400,000 miles on that engine. It's nothing I can do. I can wash it.
Forrest Gump ain't cared about no other person in this world aside from his mama, but you. But now you want to give Forrest everything he ever asked for when you know your number finna get called.
Mm-hmm. You ain't
I'll give you marriage. I'll give you a son. I'll give you everything you ever wanted from me, and then I'm hot.
Oh, I guess he finally knew what love was.
He said, "Look, Jenny, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I know I'm stupid, but I know what love is."
Brother, when he put his hand on his hip, I threw something at the TV. Put your hand down.
You talking about before he waved
that man walked. He walked out the back of that. He did the.
Put your goddamn hands down. Fix straight up,
Lord,
son.
what is that?
God.
I don't know. Get him out of here.
I can't. I'm not logged into.
Is that Spanish?
I don't know what it is. I wasn't about to get a season trying to read it. I'll tell you that much.
But that's Morse code or something. I don't know what that is.
It got shapes in it, brother. I'm good. I ain't got time.
Bro, it don't even have the 3 dots beside it to get rid of it, bro.
So he goes to Jenny's gravesite. He's telling Jenny how proud he is of Forrest Jr., how smart he is, and this, that, and the third. And then just like the callback to him getting on the bus when he joined the Army, there's another callback from his first time riding the bus to school and his mother introducing him to the bus driver. So now he is taking Forrest Jr. to the same bus stop that he was took to when he was a kid and introduced him to his childhood bus driver.
I know they wasn't the same lady, but I'm sitting thinking the same thing because she had to be 177 at this point. Yeah, what's up, Chad?
Did Forrest mama own somebody? Did Forrest mama own somebody?
She was a helper, bro. She was like no.
Hey, you shut up.
You
giving Jenny too much
credit, bro. Listen.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Quick question. What did Forrest mama do for a living?
They made money off the house. They had the house. They let people come in and out the house, basically, like an Airbnb.
Out rooms.
Basically, Airbnb, basically. She rented out rooms for people passing through. That's how they had money.
So what did Forrest mama do for a living?
She rented out the house.
Do that hoochie pepper out, man.
That's how they. This way he said that's how she had. That's how they had money.
Her house
She
was
went
a
out her
real
house.
house.
Yeah.
It's a Tablet house.
She ran the house.
What happened?
Her and the black lady.
No, probably about 50.
Because
Been at my job since
because
what talking about?
Okay, yeah, it was an Airbnb. Only reason I'm asking is because if Forrest's mama was willing to make that sacrifice for his education, how much more sacrificing would she do?
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, her
She
knees
was
was rough.
She was throwing it.
Yeah, her knees. She didn't have smooth knees. She didn't have smooth knees.
She was tossing that thing.
Yeah, her knees was kind of rough.
Then she probably didn't have to make no more sacrifices because at this time Forrest was out there doing his thing. He's already doing his thing.
Well, you saw how he came out the house, boy.
You know how good
you don't say much.
You say something you know how good it got to be for you to say something to the child. But that was good. Brother, he stopped and said something to the child. Hey man, listen, I ain't supposed to be telling you that, but your mama, boy, I tell you,
shut up, man. Shut the hell up, bro.
Your mama is something else. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine somebody walking out your mom's room with some fruit snacks? It was like, listen.
What you eat fruit snacks today?
Your mama different.
Your mama different.
Your mama a little different. Like it was so good. He just had to tell somebody. He couldn't wait till he got home. He just had to tell somebody.
Oh,
hey, I'm crying.
Hey, between me and you.
You ain't never had a reason to say nothing to my son ever before in life. And the first time you decide to speak to my son, you got sweat rolling down your forehead.
Hey, you sitting there. You imagine you sitting there and somebody walk out there.
Boy, your mama, boy, I tell you the truth.
Well, I don't know why your daddy left, boy.
You getting all age, boy, I tell you that. You get to worry about shit.
But he fruit
Is there a Mr. Gump? Mrs. Gump?
Oh my God. Oh shit.
Boy.
He busted out there like, whew.
But he had
sweat.
Miss Gump had that man in there losing his mind. Yeah, that man making crazy noise. He started thinking about life when you walked out.
That man almost turned around.
He exhaled afterwards. It was 10 minutes after he done put his clothes on. He still
everything. He's like, bro. That's crazy, bro. You don't say much, do you?
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Hey, that man was satisfied forever.
Hey, Rashad, one more time. I just
that man was satisfied forever.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Hey, he couldn't look at him. No, he looking all sad to the side.
She put that hoochie pepper on that man so hard. That man started adjusting his clothes, and he didn't even have them on. He adjusting his hat and his jacket, and he didn't even have them on. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want nothing like that. You don't hoochie pepper like that.
Tell somebody something and not look at them when he said it. He was looking in the sky, like he was looking at God when he said
that man was thinking about it, boy. He said,
you got the kind of hoochie pepper that makes somebody want to talk to a child. I don't want it. Give me regular hoochie pepper.
I don't need nothing like that.
Give me 87. Coochie Pap. That's 93.
Like Cat Williams say, I just want regular weed.
Yeah, just give me regular. Just give me regular Hoochie Pap.
Because he could have just walked out and said, see you school tomorrow. No, he had to let it be known.
He said, boy, hey, your mama?
Hey, you got free lunch. You got free lunch for the rest of the year, boy. You get free lunch. Don't even worry about it.
He could have kept it simple. He could have said, hey, your mama said it's getting late. Time for you to go on.
Nah, that man let it be known he was getting that fire out with him.
I got your back forever when you come to this school. Don't even worry about it.
He said, you only got to go fast. Sure.
You got unlimited hall pass. Don't worry about it. That's what you need. Hey, that's you. Your mama sure care about your school.
It wasn't like he was patting.
He was sweating.
It wasn't like he was patting like sweat. He was just hitting his clothes.
Boy, your mama sure care about your school.
That man got to the end of the day. Oh, hey, don't exhale in front of me. Don't exhale in front of my face. Ain't no.
How can you even look at your mama the same? How can you look at my mama the same, bro? Like, what you do to that man?
You about to sit here and exhale in front of my face.
What you do to that man?
So shit. When it comes to certain characters in movies, right? Being able to stay in character is something that I appreciate. So what do you think was harder for Tom Hanks to maintain Forrest Gump or for Adam Sandler to maintain Bobby Boucher?
Probably Forrest Gump, because I'm sure Adam Sandler probably gave us something like he probably was cracking. No, it probably was harder to maintain.
No, they did like they probably did multiple takes of that, like because that was meant to be a comedy. Yeah, that was meant to be a comedy.
He probably had everybody in the studio going stupid.
Serious movie.
Yeah, this was just great acting. Like this was just amazing. If you was laughing at some parts in here, because you off. When he was saying some crazy stuff, you probably was like, yeah, like you just
laughing at stuff in here. You ain't supposed to laugh at.
You ain't supposed to laugh at this.
You ain't like we should not be laughing at this right here.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Boy.
Hey, did he call him son twice? Son, your mama sure care about your schooling, son.
The only character that I can think of that the actor probably didn't have any problem playing that part was Blank Man, because Damon said that Blank Man had something. Because he said he had a disability as a child. Wayne Head, the cartoon Wayne Head was about his childhood because he had a disability as a child. But I think Blank Man has something to do with it too.
No, because Blank Man was another name on Saturday Night Live. They couldn't call it that in the movie.
Right.
Because it was something else, man. It was.
But yeah, so Damon Wayans had a childhood disability. That's why he did the cartoon Wayne Head. Because Wayne Head was really about him.
So before
but as far as being able to keep composure on camera,
when was the last time I've seen this movie? Besides,
if I had to do either Waterboy or Forrest Gump, it'd have been 10 takes for every scene because I wouldn't have been able to stop from that. Like I really got to talk like this the whole movie.
No, I haven't seen the movie probably in about 15 years. It's way better as an adult than it is 15 years ago. Forrest Gump.
Right, because we in 2025 we can take a 30-year-old movie and talk about how bad the CGI was, how bad this was, how bad that was. But for 1994,
and understand the story.
Elvis in the movie, putting John Lennon in the movie, putting Kennedy in the movie, putting all of these folks who at the time of this movie were already dead and gone.
Yeah, it is.
In 1994, it's like, and there you have it.
I mean, the running scene. I love the running scene because basically his whole life started off him running. That was the whole run for his run to basically the end of the movie was basically him running. Like other than before the Jenny part aspect of it, the whole Forrest Gump story about just his life ended with him running. That was it. There was no more after that, other than him being the son, I mean the father to Jenny. Then Jenny got incorporated. But his life started from him
Chris,
saying,
you're
"Run,
right.
Forrest,
I do remember
run,
that.
Forrest, run, run, Forrest, run," to him stopping and like, I'm tired of running. I like it hits a little different now. Like basically, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go home. His whole life been about him running. His whole life, and then that's I think, man, this movie was
Hell,
way
that's
dope.
all Jenny did was run.
Yeah,
She's a runner.
we're talking about Forrest right now. We know
She
Jenny was
she
trash.
taught Forrest how to run because that's all she knew how to do.
She's trash. We get it. We talking about Forrest, right? This movie was
Even
great,
ran
bro.
from Parenthood, Ken.
This movie is great, bro. This movie was amazing, bro. Like watching it now, 30 like in my big
You
age.
taught Forrest how to run, but all you did was run from Forrest. Ain't that a bitch?
He didn't.
Until she was getting ready to die.
Hey,
because she wanted to be on the insurance.
You can't run from that.
She wanted to be on the insurance, but she got denied because she was already sick.
The one thing in life you couldn't run from. Funny how life works.
Oh, dirty heifer.
What's y'all rate this movie?
You don't do people like that. Like you don't keep leaving people and coming back.
As a movie that I've seen multiple times over a span of, because this movie is what, 30 years now? 30 years old now?
Yeah.
How old is this movie?
It came out in 1994.
So 31 years.
31 years.
Based on the way that I felt about the movie when I first saw it, and now that I can dissect certain things because they make sense to me now as an adult and seeing this movie multiple times over the years, I give it a 4. I give it 4 popcorns out of 5.
Duke, what you give it?
Because it's still a good movie.
Yeah,
it's still dope. I give it 4.5. It's still one of my favorites.
That's what I was gonna give it. I give it a 4.5. Because just watching it as an adult, I think it makes more sense now than it did before. Like, yeah, man. Like Forrest Gump is one of the ones.
There's certain things like there's certain things I love about this movie, and there's certain things that I give it a 4. I would give it a 4.5, but Jenny. Because it's like looking back on it, bro. Like it's certain things that she does, and it's like, as a person who, like, you're watching this great story about this man who does all these fantastic things, and his life is unfolding in these massive, like, ways, and you get to the end, and the woman that pushed him away the entire movie, she got the best part of him, which is fatherhood. Like, he didn't get to enjoy being married. He probably never did get a chance to enjoy being married. He got to enjoy being a parent. Like, he never had that family aspect. He only knew how to love. So it was like, when you get to the end of this movie, and now he's taking care of a kid that
they can't run from him. I think the whole purpose of that was like he got to the point to where he kind of knew what to expect from Jenny, right? He kind of knew that she's a runner, she's a track star. He didn't stop from loving her. Nobody. Now she gave him something that now they can't run from him. He can't. So now basically it's like, okay, I know you love me. This is a part of both of us now. You get to decide how he like looking at back then. I was the same way with y'all. Man, Jenny's trash, bro. But it's almost like if you look at the aspect of he would not have been Forrest Gump if she would have stayed the very first time they got together. And when he beat the old boy up in high school or whenever he went to go visit her in college, if she would have stayed, Forrest's life would have been trash. Period. Because she wasn't gonna be able to change her way. She was still out in the streets. She still wanted to do whatever Jenny wanted to do. And Forrest being Forrest, they're gullible. Okay, Jenny. He probably would have been strung out somewhere like her.
Well, bro, the only reason why she didn't get to finish doing what she was doing is because she got some.
But what I'm saying is though, like, so I think her not being around him so much was great. Was like her being like, you know what? Because she knows she could have stayed and he would have did whatever she wanted him to do. His life would have been trash that moment he jumped up and jumped in that high school in that car. She know he would have been strung out somewhere. He wouldn't have been Forrest Gump. He would have been a slow somewhere just doing stupid stuff with her because she knew how much he loved her. She protected him by not being around him because she knew she wasn't right. And to the very end, like, you know what? I was trash your whole life. You got a right to, it go, a part of me that you always wanted is in our son. There you go. And now you can see how it ended. It ended by the same way it started with his mom.
Oh, wow, thank you.
So
thanks a lot.
I mean, nigga, when you had your kids, I'm just saying. So she like, boom.
You can talk about me.
So, but it's the same thing though. So now she gets. So the perspective of this movie is way different now that you can look at it from an older standpoint. Jenny was trash, yes, but how she moved in this movie was very necessary for Forrest Gump to be Forrest Gump. If it was because she was around, if this heifer didn't leave, he would have been trash. He would have been trash.
I think Forrest would.
He would have been trash. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. He would have been a dummy with her, so both of them would have. She would have been doing stupid shit. He would have been loving her so much. Okay, whatever you want to do, Janae. He wouldn't have went to the army. He wouldn't have played football.
So
he
wouldn't have been playing. But ping pong, what they had to do with Jenny?
Bro, he wouldn't have went to the army. He wouldn't have went to the army. He wouldn't have went to the army if it wasn't for her.
He didn't go to the army because of her.
He went to the
army because of a recruiter.
Everything. What he wouldn't. How do you think the recruiter saw him from college, bro? Everything was a step on. If she never told that boy to run and show how fast he was, he never would have played football. If he didn't play football, he never would have graduated college. Hell, you see what he had to do to go through high school, to get to high school, to get to regular school.
I ain't giving Jenny no credit, bro.
So boom, man, everything was a step. Everything he did. If he didn't go to college, he never went to war, never went to the war, never got shot in his ass at the war. If he didn't get shot in his butt at the war, he never would have been there for him. He learned how to play ping pong. Everything was boom, man.
I ain't giving Jenny nothing.
Well, I ain't giving her credit, but she was reason why I give her credit for not standing around and fucking his life up because she knew she was trash, and she knows she would have brought him.
She made him a single dad.
She know he was dead. She knows she would have stayed around. He would have brought him down. That ain't love. If you gonna stay with somebody,
made him a single dad.
Hey, what if she was toxic? Was told for she not like that.
She knew she was toxic. It would have been more trash for her to stay around and knowing that he would have did whatever she wanted. That would have been more trash than her running away.
Okay, Ken, whatever help you sleep at night, brother.
I'm just saying, like, it's bad, but it's my perspective.
She made him a single father.
Yeah, like she dropped off and she left. She died, bro. She passed away.
Because she wasn't on the insurance.
This insurance, bro. Is that what it was?
We just went over this.
He asked her to marry him, and she jumped in the cab and dipped. She didn't accept the fact that he wanted to marry her until she knew she was going to die.
And she couldn't get on the insurance.
Because she knew
they got married in the backyard.
Because remember, she had Forrest Jr. before she said, Forrest, will you marry me? She did that to make sure that Forrest Jr. had somebody to take care of him after she was gone.
Did she say that? Did she say that?
She didn't have to get married.
Did she say I want him to have somebody to take care of him?
She didn't have to get married. She didn't have to get married to do that. She didn't have to get married for that. I don't think she had to get married. She was just trying to give him his last little bit of.
They had a to-be wedding.
She did that for Forrest. She didn't do that for her. She did that for Forrest Jr.
She did it for
I'm finna die. Somebody got to take care of our
son.
She
did it for Forrest Gump. She did it for Junior. He was gonna take care of Junior regardless. When she found out that was his son, he probably was gonna take care of her.
How did she find out it was his son, Ken? She was throwing that thing like Forrest's mama.
Y'all got it. She was trash and she had no parts in doing Forrest's life. He just was a lucky motherfucker. All right, let's go. You're right.
She had a party in, kid.
No, she had a party.
Give him a single father.
Exactly. She was making even more trash.
Because there was no guarantee that was even Forrest's son.
You know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I want to go to bed. Y'all got it. You're right. You're right. She was in them streets. I agree with you on that. So they'll tell them when she left. She could have gave to the cab man. You're right.
If I lay down on my deathbed as a single mother, and I don't have no family,
that boy have Forrest
take care of my son.
That boy
you know what?
Energy.
Hey, Forrest, I need you to pull up on me. We'll get into the particulars when you get here.
Forrest she could have walked up on him.
Forrest gets there. Forrest, will you marry me? Of course he's gonna say.
She could have walked in there and said, "Forrest, this ain't your son, but I'm about to die. So can you take care of him?" What you think Forrest would have did?
No,
because of how much he loved Jenny, he would have did it anyway.
That is my point exactly. She could have just been like, "Hey, this ain't the son. I was trash. I'm about to die. I need somebody that I like, that I love, to trust. He
Jenny
raised
was
my son
toxic.
for him.
She
He
was
still would have
toxic.
did it. He would have did it regardless. He was. She
Toxic.
was. But she would have been toxic. She would have been toxic with him.
So after she finished sowing her royal oats,
she would have
now
been
all of a
toxic
sudden
with
she
him.
want to settle down.
I'm not saying the part is right.
Forrest got all his money. He got all his money now. Now she want to go.
He been had paper though.
Forrest Jr. ain't got nothing to worry.
He had paper. He had paper before he even took that 4-year run. He been had paper.
Right.
he been had paper. Y'all, that's why I say y'all got it. Y'all got it. She was trash. We're just gonna stick with that. She was trash.
He's gonna disappear on me for all these years and come back talking about I got a son. DNA test.
Accusations.
And slap your nose off.
Say, my son, look at him. This don't use the Twitter. Oh shit!
It was a good show.
It was a good movie though. It was a good movie. It was a great movie actually.
It's always gonna be a good movie, but Jenny's still trash. She's on the Mount Rushmore of villains.
She is.
So hold on. Let's see here. I think Mother Home this year.
That's basically what I was saying. That's what I was basically. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't read and talk to. That's what I'm saying. Same shit.
How long?
Same shit. Same shit. Same thing.
But how long can you live your life blaming the shit that you went through for your terrible decision?
She never even blamed him. That's just our assumption. That's why she acted the way she acted. She could have just been one of those trash ass people. I never said she had Forrest.
That little ugly house.
I never said Jenny was a citizen and she was perfect. She's trash. She is trash. I just said it was better to her be trash away from Forrest than with Forrest. So I'd rather her be toxic running away from my man than toxic with him. That's all I said. Like it doesn't make
she came back in the end.
But
peep
this, Ken. But peep
for
this.
him.
Okay, so let's play Ken's game. Jenny was trash. She knew she was trash. She also knew that she was bad for Forrest. So whenever she got the chance, she tried to distance herself from Forrest so that her toxic traits wouldn't rub off on him.
Right.
This is what Ken is saying, right? This is the case that Ken is building.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So, but who's to say that her being trash didn't rub off on Forrest? Because she played in his face every single time.
That's proof to that. She played
now,
in his face.
Unfortunately, Forrest wasn't bright enough to recognize the red flags when she was waving that motherfucker right in front of his face.
She was hitting him with it because she punched him when he socked old boy out.
Forrest, you can't keep doing this. People always want to grab me.
See, right there.
Those are 2 times that Forrest went to her. She didn't go to him. The school he was waiting on her. There she was.
Project Pat said it right. Don't save her. She don't want to.
Forrest Gump literally had hands rated E for everybody. Nobody taught Forrest how to fight. His fight came from how much he loved Jenny. Jenny got so many people beat the fuck up. And then tried to guilt trip Forrest for doing it. Forrest Gump could have been a world-class boxer.
He was too busy chasing Jenny.
Too busy running. She taught him how to run for the wrong reason.
Facts. She was running, he was chasing. She didn't say she did all that. You can't chase me, Forrest, but then kept coming back. That's toxic, Ken Niff. If that is your real name.
She came back one time, twice. She came back towards the end, and she came back twice. So yeah, right.
Ken, you might be the op.
I'm still with this is like I said. He is who he is because of that hoe. It's what it is. Like it's what it is.
She was serving breakfast at Waffle House and seen this man running on TV.
Hated to love it. He is who he is because of her.
Out here working at IHOP, and then you see that man running, getting famous. Now all of a sudden, you want to go back to the house, see how he's doing.
That's when the wheels started turning. He running, he getting all this publicity, he getting all these sponsorship deals. You know what?
Hey.
See, that's when
he been had paper though. Like, I don't think it was called money, but you know what?
She hit Forrest with that Respucia. Forrest, I'm a child. Hey, nah, trash. Bro, big trash. Jenny is toxic.
You got sick to a point where the doctors couldn't turn it around. She was like, "Yep, this is what I'm in."
Let's get married. She hit that man with a jagged edge. We ain't getting no young.
You know why? You know why? You know why we so against Jenny Ken? Because at one point in our lives, we were a Forrest Gump to somebody.
There's some truth to that, but I never said I was. All I said was with Jenny.
Wasn't that dumb?
Well, not that dumb, but you know,
but dumb enough to be taken advantage of.
All I said was she was trash. I never said she was trash.
Was one time in band camp,
but
it just ain't hit us this hard.
But when Rashad said that Jenny was worse than Scar from The Lion King, I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Bro, she up there with Darth Vader.
She's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yo, wow, bro.
Like it's Jenny, Darth Vader, Scar.
Damn. Rasputin's first, bro.
Nah.
You know what? I can't even because Rasputin's different.
She's first, bro. She told him we ain't what we need.
Rasputin was a wolf in wolf's clothing. Like you knew she was a villain from jump. She didn't try to hide her villainous ways behind trauma or past experience.
Yes.
She up there with Miss Trunchbull then. Miss Trunchbull from Matilda. That's what Jenny is. She out here grabbing little girls by their pigtails and throwing. That's still a wild. Still a wild movie.
We gotta go. Y'all crazy, bro. So this movie was a great movie. Black History Month. We don't know what we're doing. Happy Black History Month again. You know.
Facts. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm bliggity black.
We got a line up February with some black movies.
We should do CB4. Can we? No, we can't do
Singleton in there.
We can't do
CB4 in there.
We can't do CB4.
We're not doing no Marcus.
We don't have to
do CB4.
We don't have to do black movies. We could do black directors like we did last time.
We gotta do Inside Man.
Inside Man is a good one.
So Inside Man next Sunday?
No,
it's not a Tuesday.
No. Next Sunday's the Super Bowl. I will not be here. No.
Oh shoot! Yeah, so we will not be here next Sunday
or Saturday.
Tuesday
we're gonna skip next weekend.
We'll get the movie Tuesday from y'all, for y'all, and we'll figure that part out and then run that back to
Sunday.
You.
We watch
late. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for being here. Everybody, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for this people.
Gotta give a shout out to the people we have seen. Victor, you came in, you supported. Don't know where you watched us from, but we appreciate you being here. We appreciate all y'all being here.
Absolutely. We do. Make sure you subscribe to the Discord so you get all the updates. Make sure you subscribe to the Instagram, Facebook, the Twitch. I mean, we don't really do much on Twitch, but we do.
We try to do a couple of movies ahead of time so y'all can kind of watch them before, you know what I'm saying? So y'all get, can be more.
Thank you. We appreciate your input as well.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you being here.
What else we got? We got a 3-year anniversary coming up. Insane.
Moly.
Wow.
Donut shop.
Holy moly donut shop. We got a 3-year anniversary coming up this year. Definitely wouldn't have had that without y'all.
We're gonna try to plan a meet and greet this year too.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. But we're gonna get out for the night. It's been another beautiful episode of the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. Thank y'all for being here. I'm your host Rashad, aka Jenny is a Thanos level villain, and I stand by it.
Hey man, this is Duke, your favorite fat person. Jenny, she was a little red Corvette on Unleaded.
That's a big kid, 2 G's, 2 N's. You know the energy. This movie was one of the greatest, and Jenny wasn't that bad.
This motherfucker.
The ops.
And last but not least, I am the King MOE. Sidebar.
Get the button ready, bro. Get the button ready.
My ex was in a wheelchair when we broke up.
Nope.
Get the button ready. Get the button ready, bro.
I stole her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back?
In the words of the First Lady, make it be.
Why are we still here?
See y'all next time. Right here. Peace.
Before
to cut everybody off. Like now.
I don't think I'm right.
That's wild, bro.
Where are we talking about these questions? Orgy going on? My man, he's a show.
She aged like cheese. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.